West Texas skies can intimidate people. There's too much horizon. And I like to think that I'm inspired by this country because I fit into it.
But it's also the light out here and the way color looks out here is like no other place.
I guess what's important to me is the way it makes people feel. You know, it makes them feel good. There's just no other medium that has that same effect on them.
When you see art, the wonderful thing that can happen is that you are inspired to be better or different or more thoughtful than you are.
Western Perspective is brought to you in part by the Henry Foundation, the Odessa Council for the Arts and Humanities, the Arts Council of Midland, and by Trinity School.
So a lot of our furniture, you know, the early pieces especially kind of began with this like exercise in bending rod. And that's kind of round chair, oval chair, dining chair, cot, our stool, these things kind of grew out of. And so the process now on those pieces is the frames are bent, welded, go through powder coating, then we use, you know, saddle grade leather that then get laced on or stitched, and you know, from that point, you know, it's ready to ship out or sit in the showroom here until someone sees it.
I'm Constance and this is Jamie, and together we're Garza Marfa. I had a store in San Francisco in the 90s and always had a love for textiles and design, and so I just love picking out fabrics and kind of putting things together. So yeah. I think it all kind of evolved out of that.
Constance always had a collection of textiles and fabrics that, you know, probably we still have a lot of that around today.
I think the textiles really work so well with the furniture. The furniture came first, and then people were so drawn to them, I just, you know, kind of ran with it.
The landscape of Marfa and just far west Texas definitely had an impact on us. You know, it's a land of extremes out here, from like weather to light to distance, you know. So I think that had a lot to do with Constance kind of introducing like this pump of color into the furniture line. The first pieces to kind of become Garza Marfa pieces were the round and oval chairs, and those came through the influence of the Acapulco chair. And that's where, you know, we kind of started with the saddle leather, was, you know, kind of thinking like, I wonder what an Acapulco chair would look like with saddle leather. And when we realized that we might be onto something with that, we kind of reworked the base design of the old Acapulco chair and kind of gave it our like kind of inverted wishbone like bends to create the legs. It was a great way to like kind of move forward by like kind of altering, you know, this kind of somewhat iconic thing that, you know, we had been really interested in for a long time. I think, you know, Marfa like kind of allowed us that mental and physical space to work things out, you know. There is that legacy of creativity that resides, you know, through Judd at the Chinati Foundation and the Judd Foundation, and it's great to live so close to that.